Hey everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Lance Zerline. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet to Sports Map Texans to get all of our Texans talk right here on YouTube. Hey, Texans ran a pretty conservative offense against Atlanta even late in the game. They were running the football. Did you know that the Texans are fourth in the league? Fourth most runs on first down, Lance. Considering how skilled CJ is and how ineffective the run game has been, is it time to let CJ loose?
I think it's time to maybe self-scout and change your tendencies a little bit. You know, I think that's probably one that makes sense. I don't know about cutting him loose. I kind of like the fact that he is not throwing interceptions. I think that they're playing. I frankly think this pace is a good pace, but mixing up the play calling, mixing up the tendencies is not a bad thing.
Yeah, and especially in the red zone or when you're getting closer, you can't be running second. Although you would like to put him in better situations on third down, but if he throws an incompletion on first down, 2nd and 10, they're almost always going to be running the football to get him in a better situation.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is you want to make sure that the defense is on their heels. The Texans they will do some things to keep the defense on the heels rather than playing forward, but if you start to get to be too predictable, if the other team starts thinking, okay, they want to put CJ in the best possible position here on third down, then they're going to play for the short throws. They still take a ton of short throws also. So you're going to start seeing that defense crowd up a little bit more. At some point, the Texans are going to have to dial up some deep balls a little more often to back people off.
Well, here's the deal. If they can't run the football, though, you're going to see a lot more two deeps, and two deeps it's impossible to throw the ball deep. You still got to loosen them up, I think, even if they're in too deep, with a deep ball every once in a while.
Yeah, or, I mean, really, you said it, though. I mean, if they're going to just play a basic cover two shell, they're basically daring you to run the football. At some point, you got to run it.
You got
to be able to run it effectively at some point. And you got all your starters are going to be all in the mix, and Dameon Pierce is there, who was terrific last year. Like, you should have enough to run the football better. Dalton Schultz and Tegan Catoriano. I mean, you should be able to run the ball better.
Yeah, we'll talk about that and just more about that in just a second. But first, I got to talk about cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. I'm keeping Texas chill. When it was really, really hot in the state of Texas, I was keeping it chill. Just last night, I had buddies over, and they were all drinking Coors Light. It's just so much fun. Make sure that you've always got it on hand when you need a cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. When your buddies are coming over, make sure that your fridge is stocked with the best beer that I think you can possibly have. Cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. Climb on, brother. D'Amico said in his Monday presser he felt like his guys did a great job of blocking the run game. I didn't really see that per se, with 2.8 yards per carry. But I don't – do you see with the line coming back together that this is going to improve?
Yeah, I think so. They haven't played together. I mean, this is still a new unit. You haven't had the same combination of five like at all really this year, not really, and not the ones that are going to be there together. So I think it'll still take a little time. I thought that Andrew Beck the fullback had some nice lead blocks and did some nice things. I thought there were there was a good job here and there of Titus Howard getting to some blocks that were tougher to get to. I mean, there's things that are coming around. It's nowhere near where it needs to be right now, but I still think Juice Scruggs is going to be an integral part, I should say, of the running game, because he's very physical at the point of attack, and so he has the strength, I think, to not allow so much push, not allow so much penetration. Getting him back is going to be really critical, I think, in this running game.
And, Damian breaks tackles. We know that. But it just doesn't seem like he's gotten anywhere. He's not been hit 2 yards past the line.
Yeah, he's got to have some runway.
He's got to have some.
They got to create some runway for him.
A little bit for him,
please.
Better,
yeah.
Anything. That'll certainly help that run game, and it'll help the whole offense if you can get him at least a couple yards down the field before he gets hit.